Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. How y'all doing? Now, I'm sorry for the lateness. I just got home from driving and traveling. I'm sweating. I didn't even get a chance to do my hair. I look red for some reason. I don't know why the lighting isn't right. Everything's messed up, but it is what it is. We're just going to go through. Don't worry that I look orange like a potato that's been burned. We have so much to go over. I have a big package here. I have a big package. Who can guess what this giant package is? We're going to open it together. We're going to have a blast. If anyone can guess what it is, you get what is in here. Or one of what's in here, whatever. But there's something in here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Shout out to each and every one of you. Let's break down Bitcoin and the weekly candle. The weekly candle. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I'm back in the home studio, standing up finally. Don't have the desk, you know, standing up, do my thing, ready to rock. I don't have the banner that was there before. I don't have the little setup. I don't have the extra camera. That'll all happen tomorrow. I guess when I wake up early morning at 7 a.m. ready to go. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm a little hot. I'm a little sweaty. But we still had fun in the trading group today. We made gains. Again, if you weren't a lifer, if you're missing out on becoming a lifer, I don't know why you're waiting so long, because we make gains every single day in the live. Let me jump on into the chat. How's the chat doing? Alt option computer parts or merch. 90 of day. Yo, the heat here in Washington is killing us. Oh, it's hot, baby. It's hot. 95. It's like 90 degrees day. Someone said SEX toys. Wow. Someone said wifer. Wait. Funniest comment ever in my life. Like, I started the live. Hold up. Y'all are too much, man. Y'all are too much. I started the live, right? And I'm so sorry for my lateness. I am so sorry for my lateness. Please forgive me if you can. I know a lot of people will never forgive me. They'll hold me to the end of time. Oh, you made me wait at the computer for 10 more minutes. I know. You can't stand me. You don't like it. I know how it is. You don't want to look at me anymore. You're sick of it. I get it. I know. I'm sick of myself too. It gets old after a while, I'll tell you that. Shout out to everybody here in the live. Thanks for coming on in. But hold on, I'm sitting here and I almost literally dropped the coffee. And he said, do my lifer, will you do my wifer? And, you know, I have to be honest, I got a little excited. You know, I was like, and I wrote, do your wifer. This is crazy. Y'all reading this? I guess it won't be the first man who'll be like, yo, man, I love you, lifer, but can you do my wife? Like, sorry, there might be kids here. This is so uncalled for. It just, hey, it is what it is, you know. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Have a glass of that water. Tastes good to me. Okay, what do you want? A Bitcoin update, or do you want to go into the box and see what's in the box? What do you guys want? Let's see what the people want. Do you want a Bitcoin update, or do you want to see what's in the box on a Sunday night? Feels like a Saturday night to me, because I'm still home alone, baby, like Macaulay McCoken. I'm still Macaulay McCoken, home alone, baby. Bitcoin, the box. Bitcoin, the box. Bitcoin. All right, so because you all want Bitcoin, we're going to open the box first, because I got something that you want, so then you guys have to see something that I want you to see. It is what it is. So there we go, to the box it is. So why did I ask if I was just going to do what I wanted anyway? Exactly. That's what you're saying. But it is what it is. You must wait for the Bitcoin update. I got the special sauce. I see a lot of box too, though. What's in the box? Yeah, I see a lot of people asking about the box. Let's see if we can tear this puppy up live. Ooh, it's messy. I don't want to make a mess. Oh my God, here it is. So here's the first thing. What do you think? So these are the tops to the jars. we have a bunch of jars in here. Let's take a look at them. Here's the first jar. These just came. I came home. These were in front. Ooh, I think I broke my headphones. These were in front of my house in the mail. So you guys will see. I've never seen these before. Doing damage mug. Not too shabby. It's all right. A little doing damage mug here. All right. A little cloudy at the top there. Little doing damage mugs. What do you think? Doing damage. Nice size. Not as big as the King Tut. A little smaller than the King Tut. But it's official. It's official. Doing damage. Little lighter on the the font. Like, it doesn't match the font, you know. Not exactly what I was asking for, but it's cool. It works. I actually don't mind it at all. Pretty fat, pretty sweet. So doing damage mugs. Fortnite bottles. Yeah, doing damage mugs ready to go. If anyone wants these, we got 40 ready to go. We'll price them out. We'll get them out there. The doing damage mug. So you can have a mug on your desk and remind you to do damage. I was told also to watch putting them in the dishwasher and only hand wash them. All right. So that's it. That's what we got there. The doing damage mugs. All right. Lifer is the father I never had. Shout out to American Dream. I hope I could father you one day. Okay. I couldn't. All right. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's get into brass tacks. Wow. Nice big screen. It's been different being away from the massive monitors that I have in my massive studio. I miss my home stew, man. I miss it. I miss it. So look, point of control, 21,000, right? 121,000. It really starts at 21,100 and goes till about 21,250 area, but that's your POC, your point of control. And then you have this extreme resistance point, which I even remember when I said if we break out of this, it will probably be a fake out breakout, and it was a perfect time to probably open a short. It was a fake out breakout and a good time to possibly open a short. This is a cup and handle, as I'm saying, and the 1 hour is extremely oversold. But now you kind of bearishly retested, didn't you? You fell out and you tried to get back in. I mean, to me, it could be a bearish. If we tighten this up, that's a bearish retest right there. Tried to get back in and fell to the downside. Now you're looking for the 1 hour to try to do another bearish retest here. This is now your channel. All right. Again, remember that I just throw channels up. I threw that channel up while I was like on the boat waiting. You know, I've been traveling all day today, by the way. I started traveling around 1 p.m. today, and I just got home. It took me about 5.5 hours to fulfill the entire travel. I'll tell you what, though, I had some crazy, crazy things happen to me. Who wants to hear a story when I'm done? Who wants to hear a story when I'm done with the Bitcoin idea? You're going to have to hear it anyway. So you're going to hear a story when I'm done with Bitcoin. What my day was crazy, insanity. There's always something insane happening. I told you that last story. Remember when I almost didn't make it on the boat because I was waiting for the breakfast sandwiches? That was like the last one. But there's always something when I'm traveling. It always goes pretty, something crazy pretty happens. So yeah. All right. Love story time. Stories, yes, please. Oh, all the time. There's going to be a lot of stories here every single time you come here. This is a falling wedge. Falling wedges break to the upside, okay? 68% of the time, that is a falling wedge. You are getting oversold on the 1 hour and the 15-minute. That's when I love to enter a trade. It is what it is. You also have a little bit of bullish divergence. This is like class C. This is a sharp to the down. This is a low. This is a low. That's a downtrend, all right? This is a low, this is a low, and that's not as sharp. And it's almost like, it's like class D. It's borderline. It's the most borderline divergence I've ever seen, but it is slight divergence. First one on the radar is UFO. Shout out to Billy McDonough. UFO was banging on them too. Yeah, UFO did numbers earlier today. We're going to talk about the gains we made today, though. I had the number one coin on KuCoin, and I put it out this morning. Number one gainer in the game. We took the number one coin today. I mean, it's pretty awesome when in the trading group we have the number one gainer of the day on KuCoin, you know, on a Sunday, mind you. So, yeah, but we've been making steady gains. The trading group's been going very, very well. I had my mind clear during this vacation break, but I never let go of the charts. You can ask my group. I still kept my Bitcoin updates coming. I still kept going with the alts. We still made massive gains. And I didn't take one day off. I took moments off. I didn't take a day off, though. Shout out to each and every one of you. So right now, I am bullish. Why? Because if I decided to open a short right now, okay, let's just say you open a short when the 15-minute and the 1 hour is low. Say you open up a short right here. Price pumped, you got nailed. Say you open up a short right here. Price pumped, you got nailed. Say you open up a short below the dotted line. Anytime the 1 hour is below the dotted line, you open up a short, it probably wasn't the best look Here, fine, you pumped and then you dumped again, but you still would have been pounded first before you got slammed, you know? So basically, when the 1 hour is below the dotted line, it's really not a good look to be opening up a short. So that's just, you know, so we could dump and do the anomaly. 1 out of 20, 30 times something strange happens, and fine. It is what it is. But for the most part, I wonder if I can fix this lighting situation here. Why am I looking so red? Maybe I'm just that red because I was in the sun, you know? Is what it is. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on into the live. Is there an offset too with the mic? Are we pretty good with the microphone here? Are we running? Does anyone see a latency there? I just want to double check. Does anybody see a latency? If you see a latency, I want you to repeat to my office immediately. I want you to come to my office immediately and let me know. Shout out to Porter Rock. AV is good, no latency. Shout out to DJ. Porter Rock would tell me. Porter Rock is an was still a DJ, but he's a high-tech, you know, high-tech video, audio-visual guy. He would let us know. All right. We good, all good. Wow. You are good, no latency. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. And Chemistry's a chemistry guy, too. So I figured he's like really on point with that stuff. He would tell us. Okay, so we talked about this being a falling wedge, and we talked about it double bottoming here off this ankle. Remember that? Remember when we said this falling wedge will break, and then we could double bottom? And I keep talking about how rising wedges turn into double bottoms. Mind you, I'm tired of it by now all day. I got to tell you what happened today. It was absolute insanity. It was insane. No, we almost lost the lifer, man. Not really. We didn't almost lose the lifer, but it was crazy. So right now I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I just am based on the bullish divergence that I see here on the 15. Look, swing down to swing down. That's not sharp as a swing down. The 15-minute does have Class C, almost Class B bullish divergence there. Suggests that we will pump back to the upside. However, we're dealing with the point of control, POC. All right? Not AOC, POC. But we're dealing with the POC right here. And you can see we're just battling through it. So bulls. You must boom and bounce off of this zone to remain bullish, and then you must break above that area I keep talking about, 21,750. All right? There's a chance here you make an M. We'll be watching for an M here closely. There's a chance you just end up making an M here and dumping to the measured move of the M, which would take you to about 20,200. Okay? So just be mindful of these ideas here, please. We're also still in the channel, but we're kind of flirting with the idea that we're breaking it. Bitcoin is tight. Very tight. When it gets this tight, there's a move coming. Let's get ready and have some fun. Let's get ready. Let's do it, everybody. You know what's happening. You know what's coming. You're not sure, but you're ready for it. You're about to breathe in, breathe out. We got to take a big chug of water. A big old chug of water. And we're going to get ready. We're going to get ready. We are going to get ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Who's ready? So right now I'm bullish on Bitcoin for the next for the next 2 hours for the 15, and for the next 6 to 7 hours on the 1 hour. Unless something changes, I am bullish on Bitcoin right now, and we must get above the point of control. It's really that simple. We don't get a point of the control, you short it. You get above the point of control, you look for a bounce, you long it. It's that simple. I really don't have to say anything else. We'll go back to it visually for a second, but it's that simple. Some days we don't have to spend that much long on Bitcoin. We can spend 5 minutes on it. Some days I have to spend hours on it. It depends. Today it's in that zone. 1 hour, 50 minute, ready to go. We'll see what happens. Okay, check it. Let's get ready for Bitcoin. Let's get ready for Bitcoin. I said, let's get ready for Bitcoin. And the weekly candle close. Out. I think I was gonna die. I had to stop. It was gonna pass out. Oh my god, that was the longest one I think we've done in a long time. Oh my god. All right, everybody, Let's take a look at Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. Let's take a look at what happened. Let's take it nice and easy and just take a look on the weekly candle, all right? It opened at $20,550.63. The high was $21,867.79. The low was $19,616.49, and the candle would close at $21,029.53. It would go up $476.55, a 2.32% candle on the week. We would gain 2% back for Bitcoin on the week. We would get tweezer bottoms on Bitcoin. When's the last time we had tweezer bottoms closely like that right here? It would propel us to the upside almost every single time the weekly had tweezer bottoms like this to the upside. Right there we had them, but they weren't slightly matched, but they did try to give us a little bit of a move and nothing else kind of rendered. So that was the only one whack. This one, yes. This one, yes. This one, yes. This one, yes. This one, even a little bit of a yes, and even this one, a little bit of a bounce to the upside. What am I saying? I'm saying the tweezer bottoms where the candles match, but you have two wicks adjacent to each other. I like when they're the same length. It's like official, but that's still a tweezer bottom, especially when you have that much buy up into buy pressure there off the bottom of 17K. Everyone's wondering, do we go to 10K? That's what everybody wants to know. That's the question, all right? At the end of the day, I believe just like we kind of hit this area and we got a bounce, I am expecting a bit of a bounce here for Bitcoin. However, the daily is what's worrying me right now. The daily did not make a previous high. Like, look, in this channel, up, down, you're expecting a move back to the upside. Unless you do this, you say, okay, you broke out and broke back in, you're getting tight, and you could just break down to the downside. Measured move, at the very least, would be the length of this area, and you would go down fast to about $7,000. So if this does break, look, you don't have, I mean, this is your only support right here on the weekly. You see that little nib? And we did wick off of it. And, you know, the previous high, you got nothing else but this $13,000 area, right? A lot of people are waiting for that area. They're saying we're going to go lower. I don't like to wait. I dollar cost average. I buy when I can. I do what I have to do. Let's take a look at that fear and greed index and see. I believe it's probably, I think it's at 12. I bet they upped it. It was at 11 the last time we looked at it. What do you guys think? Where is it at? Where is the fear and greed index at? Let me know. Let me know. Crypto fear and greed index. Let's take a look. At a 12. Yeah, they upped it to 12. Yesterday, it was in 14? No. I would have sworn it was at 11. I must not have looked at it closely yesterday. Fear and greed index at 12. Okay. All right. The crypto fear and greed index at 12. And shout out to BOOKMAP, all my beautiful people at BOOKMAP. We missed you, BOOKMAP. It was sad not to have you. Love you here in Brazil. Shout out to Henrico41. We love you too, baby. We love you too. 12, 13, 6. Much respect, man. I choose MT short in the end of your shot. And the candle came back. I closed MT short in the end of your shot. And the candle come back. Super chats, UFO, CEEK, and LSS. Ooh, already some super chats. CEEK is with a C, though. CEEK VR with a C, I believe, is what we're looking for, not with an S, but you never know. I could be wrong. Who knows? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 447 people on the live. 200 likes. That just doesn't make sense, huh? I'm a guy who gives the energy, brings it every single time I show up. There's never a day I'm just lacking and slacking. We are pushing at the speed of light every single day. Our business continues to grow. More lifers continue to jump in to the trading group. And we are banging on our way to 700 lifers, baby. 451. The likes are at 222. It's always on the 222 lately. Everything I do. Let's get them going. Let's get them going. I know we can get those likes up. I know we can get those likes up. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. And I want to give out jars every day here. Someone gets a free jar today. Who's getting the jar? Who wants the doing damage mug? Who's going to win the free mug today? Who is going to win the free doing damage mug? Let me know. Let me know. We're going to do some cool, like, technical analysis trivia. And we're going to just see if people can answer the question. We'll have some fun here. Shout out to each and every one of you. My lifer has a hat today. I'm that guy. Me. Who needs a doing damage mug? I just said it. Who needs a doing damage mug? Who needs it? These things are fresh with the gold top, man. Come on, baby. That mug is mine. Shout out to Stack McJane. Yo, all my elites, every one of my elites, you guys get one. You guys get one. Everyone who runs my team, y'all get a doing damage mug, of course. Of course, sent right to your house immediately. All right. Okay. I could just do the number game. Like I'm going to do a random. Oh, no. I'm going to think of a word, and whoever guesses the word, so absurd. I'm going to write a word on this right here. I'm going to write a random word, just a word. And if someone guesses the word, I know it's absurd, but someone I think is going to guess the word. I really have faith in it. I have faith in this. And I think we're just going to give a jar away almost on every live stream. I think that's what we should do. I just have hundreds of jars waiting and just keep giving them away. You know? All right. Let's see. What word am I going to write? Wait. Don't put your words in yet. I haven't written the word yet. Don't start asking the words yet. Hold on. Okay, I wrote the word down. Okay, if you can guess the word that I just wrote down here, all right, make sure there's no mirrors or anything around me. If you guys can guess the word, if someone can guess the word, they get the mug. They get the mug. Satoshi, potato, no. Terra, no. Hint, Sammy. Words, wait. Word is Bitcoin, no. Lemons, rent, gold, MMG, balls, no. Milk, energy, gold, damage, no. Life, wait. Balls, no. Another ball. You said balls once, man. All right, we get it. You're 5 years old. Wifer, bird is the word. Wow. Wait. Isa Vasquez said word, dude. He got it. I wrote word. Oh, my man. Isaiah Vasquez wrote word. And the word was word. My man outsmarted me and took it to the next level, taking the cup. Man, please, Isaiah, prove it. Prove us. Make an email with that's your email right there, right? So how do we do this? Make sure. But Isaiah Vasquez, man, you nailed it, dude. You nailed it. DM me if you can. If you're in the group, let me know. Wow, he did it. He wrote word, dude, and I wrote word. I was slick with that one, right? The word is word. Wow, I didn't think someone would get it that fast. Unbelievable. I feel like we wanted to do it again so we could get the things going. Wow, dude. How do you feel that you won, man? How do you feel? Let us know how you feel. Congratulations for jumping on into the live and winning a doing damage mod. You're the man, dude. You're the man. You know, drink with it. Drink out of it with pride. Only keep lemon water in it. Never put soda in there or alcohol. Please keep it beautiful and fresh. Please keep it fresh and beautiful. We got hundreds, man. We got a lot of them waiting for you. Just inspecting the product a little bit. I'm like, you know. I still can't believe he made it. How do you feel, dude? Let's go. Isaiah, man, taking it home, dude. All right. We've had some fun. So look, this is the weekly. This is the weekly candle close where we take a look at the weekly candle and we take a look at the weekly chart. Everyone says that the 200-day moving average is the bottom. You never go lower, but a little bit of a move to the downside. And we go over these ideas. Here, you didn't go any lower from this bottom. If we go all the way back to the olden days of 2014 and 2015, here we were sitting, and we really want to be like, we want to look at this closely. You can see we hit 236.29, and we, when we kind of hit, and we would wick all the way down to 162. So that's 90 on two. Yeah, I mean, interesting. No, 70 on 230. Yeah, wow. And we're about to break 21,000. We break 21,000. That's a short, baby. But again, they usually wick you down before they wick you up, So you can get a beatdown of 30% here. You see what I'm saying? A little over that, 34, 35, even 40%. Here, we were at a high of about 5,500, and we would go all the way to 3,800, almost $2,000, That's like about 44%, 47, So, and here, I'm just showing you, we were here above the 200-day moving average at 22,000, and we went all the way to 17.5, which is $5 grand on 22, which is 25. You could go even lower to 14, but that's usually a bottom for Bitcoin. Historically, for the last 7 years, that's a bottom. Like, we have bottomed. Okay? Doesn't mean we can't touch 16. Doesn't mean we can't do a double bottom. Doesn't mean we can't go lower. Okay? I've been looking at the 2-week a lot and looking at this and saying, are we coming down here? And we've never touched this before. We've gotten close. We've gotten close just like this before. So it does look just like a bottom for Bitcoin, like we've seen in the past. Also, when I look at the stochastics, this is where this is a beautiful time. When we went to a 7 and a 6, that was the lowest I'd ever seen the Crypto Fear and Greed Index in my life. So shout out to Roddy Robinson in the game. Pamp it. Asia can be tricky. Yep. You look concerned. Sam, always giving, man. Where do I contact you? Just email CryptoLifers@gmail. Email CryptoLifers@gmail. Okay? I can't believe you wrote. What made you write Word, dude? What made you write Word? Like, what made you think you thought I was being a slick guy, right? You're like, oh, he knows the word's Word. He said it's going to be Word. It's going to be that simple, Man. Hey, everyone, can we get the likes up to the watchers on one of the only weekly candle close every single week? I don't know if there's another weekly candle close every single week. Mitch Ray does, but Mitch Ray's a little, I don't know if we get these weekly candle closes. So can I get a like for doing a show every single day without, I ran home, had to build my studio, get these lights. The lights, you have to connect to Wi-Fi, each and every one of them. You have to go to one, wait for it to connect to Wi-Fi, link in, get it to work. I wish they could just turn on and off, man. Come on. Like, complete insanity, So right now, the 2-week chart suggests we get a bounce. It's saying, hey, we're going to bounce. Like, every time we've been this low, huge bounces. And we've showed you that the dollar index is in the same restraints, and showing that it wants to dump. And so with that in conjunction and, together, right, it's something to be held. Let's take a look at the futures here. Down 120 points on the Dow futures. Interesting. And I just want to talk about the gains, too, that we made today. Still bullish on Bitcoin, but we made some gains in the Discord. I just like it because we hit the number one gainer. So I woke up this morning. Let's just give you a briefing. You've never joined a trading group. You want to jump on in. You want to be a part of the trading group, right? And I even shared a little bit of my vacation. I had a nice 1-week vacation by myself, but I hung out with my parents. But they live in a beautiful place, and it was a really, really nice time. So I woke up this morning, 8:48 a.m., right? This is this morning, I believe. It's all a blur. My life is a blur. So let's see here. 10:12, went to bed. Saying I like the short, but I have an alert on the 15-minute. And see, this doesn't mean trade this. This means I'm watching it closely to see what Bitcoin's going to do. And if Bitcoin makes a move, And funny, before I went to bed, I'm saying watch Bitcoin in this flag, It could push up. This was a little flag. Then I made another flag on the 15. And it said it could get to about like 21,900 about area, 22K. We went to bed. I woke up the next morning, and there it goes to 21,900. Exactly the measured move of the flag. There was the measured move. There was the green. And I was like, are you serious? I wake up, I grab my phone. The first thing I look at 7:50 a.m. And I was up late. Sunday and Saturday, I try to wake up a little later. Monday through Friday, I'm up at like 5:36 in the morning. So I was expecting a short squeeze to 21,750. That is the huge resistance. And that's exactly what happened. And then I kept saying, the bulls need to close above 21,750. And that's why we said it over and over and over and over again, And I see, I'm never long or short. I'm neutral till a point of control breaks. Last night, I knew a point of control was going to break or get rejected while I was going to sleep. So I did my best analysis and stayed out of the game. I was like, the point that I was going to have to make the decision, I was going to stay up all night and wait for it. So I just decided not to trade it. You get it? At the end of the day, I play the pattern in the present moment. So you see, the 15 minutes said it was going to break to the upside. I said the 15-minute was in a flag with a measured move. If you keep it simple and just trade what you see, your success rate will begin to change. Instead of worrying about everything, you just trade the exact present moment in front of you. So I'm just taking you through what you would get if you were in our trading group. I still can't believe it, but this is how it plays out. I couldn't believe it. It hit the exact place I was thinking it would hit. Looks like a freaking shadow, But that's if you just, this is why I don't care how oversold the 4-hour is. If you see a bullish pattern on the 15 and the 15-minute Stokes are low, you must give the 15-minute the chance it deserves. It has surprised me many times. Many times. And I added many times at the end in my head because I'm like, And Stack, I think of Stack when I think of this because I remember so many times me and Stack sitting there and being like, Stack, and Stack's like, and then me and Stack like, nah, and then we watched the 15-minute just, and we kind of learned that together. One day I looked at him, I'm like, man, that 15-minute can throw Hail Marys, can it? Stack was like, wow, man. And then one day I looked at his thing and he was like, 4 hour overbought, 1 hour overbought. But he's like, but that 15-minute, you got to watch that 15-minute. Shout out to my whole team. Shout out to Stack. Love you, brother. Looking at R in a bit of a nice little channel here. Cup and handling, too. If you looked at it, it was in a giant cup and handle. It was looping on the 1 hour. R. Quant was also in a nice flag earlier today. We'll take a look at it. Quant. And then I saw USTC. I just scan flags. I look for flags. I'm going through the whole market looking for things that look scrumptious. 21-day moving average touching. We're trying to bend. 15-minute was also pushing up to the upside. It looked like a nice play, right? So flagging. But I said, I feel I just can't trade that bad juju, LOL. But I'm just joking, man. You got to trade anything you want. It doesn't matter what it is, even though it's Terra Classic. I was just making a joke. I hope you guys think that. See, you guys laughing, You got to trade whatever you can. Gamer coin looked good to me, but I was waiting for it to come down into an alert. We added that alert section to the team. Then they got a Bitcoin update at 8:48 a.m., which is a video update explaining what I saw. Some more coins that were kind of coming into the game. It didn't want to overload it. We talked about Basic. I put out Basic recently right here, said it was about to bounce. It would go up like 90% out of nowhere. Now it's been riding the 618 and hasn't lost it. Might be something, I just point things out. Then when you looked at this flag before I went to bed, it would break out and go up 14%. GMT just keeps banging on them. Just doesn't stop. And we looked at it on the live stream. This is me pointing it out on the live of the 7 minutes, saying there might be a scalp here. There was a scalp there for 14% gains. Just watching the live alone would have given you the gain. Okay? I'm watching X, and again, I'm not going to give you everything anyway. But so, and then there's more. Like that wasn't everything. Anyway, later on that day, we take a look and bang at 1:51 p.m. Look, there's Terra Classic up 19% on a massive candle right after we posted it. Then it went up then it kept going. It would go up 33.16. How fitting, right? And then it would continue to go, holding gains now too. And I call that a green bar sandwich, right? And this is just my trip, man. This is Martha's Vineyard. What a beautiful place. This is, I don't even want to say where it is because it's such a private beach. I don't want to blow it up, man. This is just a beautiful field, and they roll up the hay and leave it there. Just kind of quaint and nice. This is my buddy Greg, man. I love you, Greg. Hope everything's going well for you and yours. Me and Greg hung out every single day, and he basically was my tour guide. We had fun. We rode our bikes. We went for walks. We found a hidden beach, and we had an amazing steak dinner, man. Thank you so much, Greg. Celebrated with me. The steak was unbelievable. Shout out if you don't eat steak. I'm sorry, but I do. I definitely do. I was vegan for 6-7 months. Just, it wasn't my thing after a while. And look, we took the top gainer right there, 33.5, the second top gainer in the entire market that day in KuCoin, USTC, and it was in our trading group. You would have nailed it, right? Anyway, enough about us in the trading group. I just wanted to point out the gains that have been made and what you get if you join the trading group. Dow futures are getting hit up. We're here every Sunday night because we get ready for the week ahead. What the Dow futures do, give us a little bit of an insight as to what's going to happen to Bitcoin. If this was up green, looking nice, chance we might have a bit of a move, okay? We're also going to take a look at E-mini futures as well. So let's take a look here. I mean, you can see this is a very strong line of support. If it breaks, you're definitely coming back to 14,000. You got nothing left. And if that breaks, you're coming to about right here at about 10,000 even. So a $10,000 Bitcoin would make sense to me. Or if we touch the 200, which is the 400 week, right? Which is the 200 moving average here on the 2-week chart, the 400 week. I mean, you might actually push right there. And there's a chance we do go to 16, 14,000. I wouldn't, I always have some dry powder on the sidelines for cheap Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? You always want to keep some money on the side for cheap Bitcoin. Okay? Had you done it just here in March 2020, from March 20, right, and literally to April in 1 year, you would have turned $3,000 into $60,000, actually 69. Not too shabby to turn like about $3,600, $4,000 into 70 grand in about a year. It's pretty sweet, right? And people say it's a bad asset. I don't know about that. And if you consider where it was just 4 or 5 years ago, you'd be sitting on some huge gains. How about 7 years ago? No other asset you bought 7 years ago would be hitting on gains that it was on right now, and or achieve the gains that it hit in the first place. So just something to think about. Bitcoin's already been the greatest asset. People keep wondering, what's going to be the best asset of 2025 and 2020? You're already looking at it, everybody. Everyone's wondering what the best asset it is right in front of your face. It's right there. All right. And at the end of the show, just so you know, we break down Bitcoin, we break down world markets, we look at what we have to look at for Sunday night into Monday. We have fun, right? It's a night. We dance, we break it down, but we're also very serious here and we're focused. We go over the charts every single day. We'll give you the radio voice, we give you the radio fun, but it's really about the TA. You know, at the end of the day, it's constant learning. I love to learn and teach. That's what I'm passionate about. That's how I live my life. If you like to learn, I like to teach. We can hang out together, and you can teach me while I teach you too. We can learn together, and that's what it's all about. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here and being part of the CryptoLifer family. It's a family, and I appreciate you all. Without each and every one of you to donate your beautiful time to the live stream, there would be no live. There'd be nothing here. All right? So, and it's just the facts. Sam, I sent you a super chat to you on Matic 3S. My team will get you, man. Don't worry about it. All right, everyone, we have a beginner's course this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. I moved this Saturday's to next Saturday. I greatly apologize, people who missed it or did take a day off of work. Someone said they did. I feel so horrible about that. We will make it up to you in some way, shape, or form. I promise. It will come back to you. The carnivore diet, baby. Yeah. I missed how much is $100 for a month or a year. $100 for a month, my friend. $99 for the month. Lifer loves his soy and beef. I agree. Vegan can get really boring sometimes. I don't eat soy, man. Ever. Loves his soy, dude. I don't eat soy. Ugh. I don't eat soy at all. I don't eat soybean oil. It's all fake GMO. I don't touch GMO, man. If I cannot. East Jordan, we got anyone running up? Rad, my brother. Thank you. You are too kind. I love you, Stack, man. You're one of my best friends, man. And you know it. I joined the group. What are the laws? Because I work Monday through Friday to 3:30. Super Chat, UFO, CEEK, LLS, and Matic 3S. Let's take a look at this. Lifer ain't no soy boy. Hell no. I ain't no soy boy. I love you, bro. I love that. That's awesome. You know me, man. You know me. I ain't one of them soy boys, bro. So take a look here at Bitcoin. And honestly, struggling, in my humble opinion. You kind of got this brewing. All right? You got a channel. You got a local channel, and it looks like you're just going to hit this and just, I don't know, fall to the wayside. Doesn't look too healthy. So, look. We're just going to go back in time slowly. We're at the weekly, right, on the weekly candle, and we're just going to slowly go back in time, all right? I'm telling you right now, like, this is a bear flag. Like, it's a bearish rising wedge, you know? And, like, that breaks down, like, so many times. And that's going to take you to a double bottom. Like, that's just how it is. And at that point, you better hope we make a double bottom for Bitcoin. But that's, to me, the most likely. Now, we could get pinned, and we've been seeing outrageous stuff. Last time we were high here, look, it just went sideways, up, blah, blah, blah. But we eventually did drop. Had you held that short and said, no, overbought, and stayed with your guns, you would have been correct eventually. I'll show you something else that worries me, all right? And I've taught my students this many, many times in the beginner's course. It's pretty simple why I believe there will be a shortcoming. A shortcoming. Interesting. That's funny, right? You think it's funny that I said that? Why didn't she like him? Because he had so many shortcomings. Isn't it so like who had the nerve to say that word in English class? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then people say it with a straight face, like, you know, or becoming. Like, that shirt's very becoming on you. If I was on you, anyway, I can't. But like, those shirts are so funny. Those, I can't. I gotta stop, man. So look, this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down to the downside 68% of the time. 17,345, 17,500 area is the target, okay? It's the target. Now, you could be nice and say, no. We're in this beautiful symmetrical triangle, and they could break up or down 50%, and that's what I've been saying. And I've been giving the benefit of the doubt to the TA, Bruce Lee, in it, and being open-minded. The measured move would take you to 26,500. It would be all la-di-da. Right? Never clone alone, so I only can copy-paste right now. See how I Apple C, Apple V it. That takes you to a lower measured move to about like 16 racks. Okay? So you got 26,005 and 16,000. right? If you make this a symmetrical triangle. Right now, it's a rising wedge with an overbought stochastic and lack of momentum. What I also teach my students, okay, you could say falling volume with falling price reversal, but like right here, you have rising price with falling volume. And this is a divergence. And it's a bearish divergence. Let me tell you what's going on here. I'm going to be nice. Let's be nice for a second here. It's time to do teaching tutoring. Yeah. It's time for some free teaching. Okay. You're going to understand these green and red bars here are volume. All right. I'm going to teach you the 4 steps, the 4 things you need to know about price and volume. Okay. Check it out. If price is going to the upside and volume is going to the upside, it's a good sign because you're feeding the fire of the bulls. The bulls are going up while the volume's going up. That is a check bullish sign. What if the bulls are going to the upside, but the volume's going down? That is a minus bearish sign. Why? Because the bulls are trying to go this way. The fire's trying to burn this way, but they're taking logs out of the fire. If the fire is losing logs, losing steam, if the car has a hole in the gas tank and you're losing, how can you continue to the upside? Bearish. That's what we're seeing right now. You're seeing the price rise with the volume drop. It's not a good look. You must see this and understand that this is not a good look. Any well-experienced trader can see this as a serious issue. A serious issue. Okay? You don't have the steam. If the buyers were so strong, they would be going up. Let's look at the last time we dug ourselves out of a hole. What did it look like? And you want to see, I'll show you. So we've gone over these 2 scenarios, right? Bullish and bearish. Now there's 2 more scenarios. You have falling price, okay, with falling volume. That is a bullish signal because price is getting sold off, but you're losing the sellers. If you're losing the sellers, how could you keep going down? So normally you'll get a punch back to the upside. This is my favorite indicator. I teach it to all my students. It is one of the things we look at all the time. You'll see a lot of my elites saying it, falling volume with falling price. It's something that we look at. It's another indication for a move to the upside for Bitcoin or any other asset. And last but not least, what if you're falling to the downside, but the volume is rising up? That is also a bearish sign because it means that the sellers are getting stronger while price is dropping. So you're adding more gas tank to the car driving this way. Does this all make sense? Capiche? Capiche, kapash, kapoosh? All right. So falling volume, rising price. Is that a good look right now? No, not at all. And you're on the daily getting overbought. It's likely you're going to get a nasty drop to the downside. The seller is going to pick up the steam. Okay. I'm just warning you. It's likely. We've been talking about how the 22-hour looks absolutely horrible. The last time it was horrible, it dumped. It has been the cause of some major dumps when it's been above the dotted line here and you're not breaking above a resistance point. The point of control was 21,000. You just broke 21K. This rising wedge is starting to drop to the downside here. I have to say, look, this is even a slanted M pattern here. And this is starting to drop. This could be a major move to the downside here for Bitcoin. And I'm telling you, we were tight in a range. There was a big move coming for Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now, and this could be it. I'm not trying to scare everybody. But I mean, look, if you put it in this wedge, you're at the top of the wedge, you're at the top of the rising wedge, you're overbought on the 22, you're overbought on the 12-hour, you're overbought on the 8-hour, you're overbought on the 6-hour, pushing to the downside. You might get some, some hopeage, but so look, you could try to say, can the 6-hour not get below 19,890? 4 hours finally kind of trying to get overbought, which is actually a pretty dang good sign. That's insane, right? So I showed you the mixed signals on the bigger time frames. Like, could you open this up and say, can we hold? In my mind, these have to connect. So you can't skip. Like, you got to connect this to this to this. And what I love about having OCD is when you have OCD, you don't change things. And see, other people might go back and forth. I don't, because I have a bit of that OCD clickiness. So like, look, there's your top. That's the pattern, and I'm sticking to it. Like, I'm not going to start swinging it around. I'm not going to start saying, no, it's this is it here. And because then you skip the middle. And if you skip the middle, you don't have a valid trend. Like, it's just not official, You could say fine, like, this is the new pattern, and like I'm not going to carry this with us, and we're making a new channel, that's okay, and you could be open-minded for that and leave that right now, all right? I'm going to take it away, and I'll add that if I feel the need, okay? Now, some good schooling tonight. Yeah, so what you're looking for here is 4 hours continuing down. I mean, the 1 hour says enough is enough. Like, you know, that I'm going to hold this level. 50-minute is so oversold. I know it sounds strange, but this is where I long. Like, it seems so bearish right now, but this is, I just, you know, I have no choice because I do the same things over and over again. Like, your measured move is back here. Can it break back in, or even it might even bearishly retest for the measured move. Like, it could bearishly retest 21,800 and then dump again. But I know no one believes me, and it seems strange, but I have to remain long right now. I do. It seems so weird, but on my trading style, I must remain long. I also see bearish divvy on the 7-minute. I see swing down to swing down and swing up to swing up. So even though I did show you those bigger time frames look absolutely scary and horrible, for the present moment in time, I'm long on the 15 and the 1 hour, all right? And seeing if they could maybe roll the 4 hour. And you must look at this. I mean, you had, look, resistance, 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 resistance. You got above it. As long as you stay above 20,750 and maybe even bounce off this 200-day moving average, and you can see they're getting tight, as long as you do that, that's actually a pretty good sign. And I'll tell you, the bull market can begin. Look, this is what no one talks about either. But I'm all about moving averages and figuring out when a bull market begins. Extract this, guys. Hi, my name is Sam Price, professional crypto trader. I'm also known as CryptoLifer on YouTube. Today, I want to talk about the 200-day moving average and how I use it on the 4-hour time frame. Okay? Super, super important. Check this out. Whenever we got above this yellow line, the 200-day moving average, it started the beginning of a rally that actually produced some pretty big gains for Bitcoin. Even way, way back here at the beginning of the rally here after the pandemic dump, we got above the zone here and we were gone and started to make a huge move. That's when we went from like 3,000 all the way to $69,000 top. Once we broke below it, you can see on the 4 hour, it was bad news bears. Literally, the bears would take over. So the yellow line, which is the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour time frame, really represents a strong open and door closing to the bull and the bear market. Look, we got above it, bullish. We got below it, a little bit of a correction. The bulls continued. And in November here, when we would fall below it, November 20th of 2021, that's really where the bear market would begin. We had a little bit of a break back above it, some hopium back below it again. And here we're fighting to get back above it. So until we get above the 200-day, this yellow line on the 4-hour time frame, I cannot remain bullish. There's no way we're going to make a bull run, or you're going to see a bull run. That will be the first move, and we must stay above it here. Like here, we got faked out. Like I got excited here, and I didn't say guaranteed, but I said, there's a chance here. This is the beginning of our move back to the upside. Once we got rejected and we fell below it, rejected again, that chance was over. And I knew that. That was a sad day for me once I realized the realization that we probably weren't going to stay above the 200 on the 4-hour. That was my last bit of hopium here, here, and here. When we got this far away, I was like, wow, we played with it, and now it looks like once we fell below it again, got rejected by it, and TA's that well. I mean, I knew in my heart that, and this is true, this is a fact, you will not start a bull run until you get above the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour time frame. So I just want to talk about that. A lot of people, guys, are telling you we're going up, that's happening. We're not going anywhere, okay? You may come back to it and test it at 25,000, 26,000. All of that can happen. But until you solidify, get above it, and really start to hold above it, because then that will happen, and then we'll start to get above it on the daily, and then things will really change. So I just want to put that out and, keep you guys aware, and it's a very easy indicator to use, the 200-day moving average, the simple moving average on the 4-hour time frame. Turn it yellow. If you can't get above it, then you're still battling in a bearish times. If you like this type of information and how it's done simply and easily, please watch my YouTube channel from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Sunday night at 8 p.m. to get you ready for the week ahead with Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. Thank you so much. I'm the Crypto Lifer. I hope to make you a Crypto Lifer as well. Jump on in. I'll see you on the next live stream. I'm pretty sure you're going to be there. Okay, everybody. Thank you. So I'm remaining bullish right now just because I am always bullish when the 15 and the 1 hour are low. And that's just what I do, okay? Even though it doesn't seem like I should be bullish and there's a lot of bearish tinge going on, I'm just going to remain bullish because that's what I do, all right? It's nice to have prerequisites in trading, all right? Like, I don't do this when this happens. I don't do that when that happens. I only do this when this, you know? I check it. If it's like it, I take it. If it's not, I don't do it. Pretty simple, you know? And once you have rules, you can start to listen to your own rules. So what we're hoping for is that this is our channel and that we're going to bounce to the top of the channel here. Okay, we'll get rid of this for now. But you must understand it could be a bearish retest, so that's why, like, you know. And remember, I know I got a lot of lines here, but I want to show you the neckline of the shoulder, the head and the shoulder. We showed that to you last night. I've been showing it for a long time. A lot of people claim I was one of the first people to show it. I don't watch any, really. Lately, I haven't had the time to watch. No, every once in a while, I'll pop into another YouTubers here and there. Lately, the last 2-3 weeks, I haven't had a chance to watch like any other TA. I just do my own TA and stick to it. So like, there's a chance we break out on this, but this is a 32% chance you don't. It's only 68, 70% chance. So like, it doesn't always mean you're going to the moon, you know? Okay. But we just wanted to point that out. And remember, the symmetrical triangle, we give you a bunch of different ideas here. All right. And I know we got a lot of lines, but what you want to focus on is this top trend and this top trend. This is what you want to focus on. This guy here and this guy here. All right. And the idea that we're going to bounce on the 1 hour. Right now, this is the focus. All right. You could flip the 4 hour too as well. And resistance, resistance, resistance. You're coming back down for an SR flip. It just makes sense. It's not that big of a deal. All right. You're going to start with the 15 minute. The 50 minute should flip you first. You got the divergence of the 15. Look at swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. MACD wants to turn on you, you know. You got a little bit of falling volume with falling price. It's not really what you want, though, but slightly. See, the sellers are kind of falling off on, and again, this doesn't mean that the bigger time frame that I showed you is out of play, like the 22 hour and all that. We could just kind of come up here. We could even double top. See, this could make a giant M. Like I was showing, like we could make an M here. And then break to the measured move to 20K. Okay. So just like we projected the falling wedge that broke down and made it M, it's the same idea here. Okay. And it's funny, earlier today I did see something too. Let me see. No, it wasn't perfect. I was trying to say, like, this is a stretch. It's a bit of a stretch. But it was kind of a diamond. You see that? And we broke down out of the diamond. It's a wacky diamond, but it, you know, it had the whipsaw in the middle. Not perfect diamond at all, but it had the beginnings and the idea of a diamond. I just have to say. Anyway. What's up, Emery? Shout out to Benia420. Shout out to the Crypto Bull. Shout out to Palmetto Nick. Shout out to Tree Invest. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to David Kendall and all my blue crew. East Jordan. Fidel R. Escobar. Love learning. And everybody here on the live. Marin C. I'm tired of Twisted Sisters, bro. What whale do we have on speed dial? I need some above that POC. I'm tired of your footy. Shout out to Marin C, my man. Great nip. Like the word embed. Like from... LOL, like from Goodfellas. You think I'm funny guy? Hey, over here. Shout out to everybody here. Ever noticed the real successful traders don't fill their bodies with junk? Healthy lifestyle is probably the most important thing with trading. Oh, definitely. Healthy lifestyle, I say it all the time. All the time. All the time. You know what I'm saying? Drink lemon water. Work out as much as you can. Eat one vegetable. One ingredient. Things with one ingredient. Like brownies, you don't know what's in it. You know, asparagus is one ingredient. You know, broccoli is one ingredient. You see what I'm saying? Eat things with one ingredient. You'll be completely fine. You'll be ready to go. See, a steak has one ingredient. It's a steak. You know what I'm saying? And I don't eat pork because my wife is Muslim and she basically broke it down. She said there's a lot of uric acid inside pork. And also, if pork's not cooked right, it has a higher chance of getting a parasite into your body, way higher. And it's not even about the pork being a dirty animal and all that. It's just, it's basically, it's physics. It's science, you know? A lot of people get offended by this because people in America love their pork. It's pork on everything. Bacon, bacon bits. But you know, Allah said in the Quran, He had a certain animals you should eat, and there were certain animals you couldn't eat. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, I don't know why. So my wife adheres to that. I listen, and honestly, I did. It's a long story, so I'm not going to break it down right now. But I explored Islam on my own and have my own. You know, I've explored many different religions. You know, I grew up Catholic. You know, believing in Jesus and the beautiful Word of God. But I also read the Quran. I wanted to understand, like, what was the differences? What are the similarities? I really wanted to study all of the religions, even study the Old Testament and the Jewish religion, because each of it has a piece of the story. They almost all you need almost all of them to get the truth. Each of them has a piece, in my humble opinion, and they all kind of combine, and then each of them has something taken, and you can kind of see what, I don't know, there's just so much knowledge and truth inside of that. Anyway, that's another story altogether. So bullish divergence here on the 15-minute. So, and the way the Stokes are, it's telling me that there's likely we get a move to the upside. You're going to want to break above 21,500 area. These are going to be your big zones to get above. And again, 21,750, 21,800. We need a 4-hour candle to close above this point here. If not, say sayonara, sucker. You know, this is also a bit of an M possibly here. All right. So I hope that breaks down Bitcoin for you for the next 15 minute and the 1 hour, suggesting that we will break back to the upside. Remember, there was 21,800 just now. That was when we suggested to open the long, and look, we're already up right now from that idea, all right? And I'm not guaranteeing anything. Anything is possible. We can see Bitcoin dump right now, and I could be completely wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I really do. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, all right? I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I'm going to say that again. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I like saying it over and over again because I need to constantly humble myself and tell myself, chill, bro. You know? Ever notice the real successful traders don't feel this? Oh, yeah, reading that, yeah. Okay, going through here. The highlighter, way better. Oh, you like the highlighter, right? Religions are used to control the sheep. Born Catholic, my man. Orange, lemons, bananas, milk, and yogurt cereals, my man. Clean body, clean mind, clean lifer. Shout out to Nathan Moore. Palmetto, salute to you, brother. Shout out to Bania420. I eat spinach every day. Also, try to avoid pork. Beef is way better anyways. There you go. But bacon, yum. Or the cow was fed GMO corn. Yeah, you gotta only eat cows that are like small. I go to small grass-fed farms in my neighborhood and overpay for the meat, but it's also a small family that I'm paying. And so, just like you guys support my small business, I always feel like I have to support small businesses as well. And so, every time I have a good day and my business does well, I head on over to that farm and I spend my money and I get myself some raw milk, I get myself some eggs, and yeah, I feel like I'm overpaying a little bit. But at the same time, I know that I'm paying for the good stuff. And look, there's our pump to the upside. I'm suggesting we will pump. But again, it's based on my system. My system has been 70 to 80% accurate. I'd long when the stochastics are low in the 15 and the 1 hour in tandem. Pretty simple, especially if at the bottom of a pattern in the end of a falling wedge. And, you know, they try to break us out, break us back in. And I could be completely wrong. You could see this tank on me right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everything I say is right. I'm just saying this is what I do. And the probabilities are pretty good for me. I don't know what else to say, you know? Not trying to be a smart aleck out here, you know? So look, there's more of a glob down here at 20,760. Says we might actually come down there. And look, here is the quick liquidations too. They liquidated 45,000 people. This is BOOKMAP. Link to BOOKMAP is in the description below, everybody. Check out BOOKMAP. You won't get a better discount than the description you see at the bottom of my video, so check it out. I'd greatly appreciate it if you jump on in. So yeah, this is BOOKMAP, and I only affiliate with people that I really, really appreciate it, and with teams and companies that I think are upstanding and honorable. So I don't have Bybit links. I don't have any of that stuff. None of that leverage trading nonsense. But I do love BOOKMAP. I like information that gives you the ability to make the decisions yourself. And yeah, if leverage trading was profitable for you and me, they wouldn't offer it. Like, let me say that one more time. If leverage trading was profitable for you and me, they would not offer it. Let me say it one more time. If leverage trading was profitable for you and me, they would not offer it. All right? Some deep insight there. All right, so check it out. We got more of a glob here, but this is a spaced out liquidity too as well. Bring us up to 21,450, but it says we're not getting up. It says the whales don't want to see us get to 22K. We do see some orders up there, though. 400 Bitcoin, 420 Bitcoin. They're up there, and they moved this one from here down not too recently back to the 21,400, 21,300 area. We're battling 21,750. I just can't, that 20,750. It looks like they may scare us one more time and shake us out. Breach us back down. The 7-minute gets overbought, and they shake us back down one more time. Wick us down, get everyone wicked out that thinks the long's up, and then bring us back to the upside. It's kind of what we're seeing for BOOKMAP. Like, they might go down and get a liquidity grab at 20,750 and then run it back up to 21,400 and get that move. It's just something we're seeing. They did eat pretty good in here, and they did bounce, so they ate pretty well off this liquidity. They tried to get deep. Maybe they ate enough. We'll see. If enough people start to short and put orders up here, then we're going to see us move to the upside. If enough people start to long and put orders down here, then the market maker is going to go wherever everybody else goes. So we have to know what the market maker is going to do, watch them do it, and then make our move afterwards. That's what divergence is, right? This dump here, a lot of people shorted and got slammed, okay? Then they long back up. Now they got people trapped in a long. They probably have a stop here and here. See, whoever long this pump up, they got to stop here, here, and here. You have to understand, these stops are where the liquidity is, where people want to come and get that. So, there could be a cash grab at about 20,750 before we go up. Thank you so much for that, Porter Rockeasy. Thank you, Porter. I need that. I need that help, man. Thank you for having eyes in the field, man. Got that ticker back up and running, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. So, I was bullish at 20,900,896 though. And now we're about to break through to the other side. 7-minute is bullish. You want to see the 7-minute break this local support at 21,200. All right. So, BOOKMAP says one thing, but my trading style says bullish. Bullish. And we shall see. I mean, you got bullish divergence in the 15. And the 1 hour and the 15-minute are in tandem. That's a bullish sign to me, baby. It's a bullish sign to me. So, when a short gets liquidated, who gets the money? The trading platform, or does it affect the asset price? Bitcoin will bump to 100K tonight. Do not put stop orders. So silly, man. Why do you do that, man? That's it, baby. Shout out to Anku Kutsi Butsu, my dude. Cookie dough all the way, though. Cookie dough, baby. You're funny, man. Lifers spreading the priceless knowledge. Thank you for saying that, Luis Alvarez. When a short gets liquidated, I mean, the exchange, the market maker, the exchange takes that money, man. Palmetto Nick, yes, that's all we get. I like the fruit juice bars, but a doctor told me to avoid that sugar. Nothing was said versus HD. Emery Tomasin, we actually had a diet really heavy in starchy root vegetables as we evolved too. The dense carbs and high glucose nutrient content helped out brain development. Our brain loves carbs. Who borrows from liquidity providers like Alameda Research? You're funny, man. Tomorrow, 23K. Let's break out through to the other side. I think you just wrote a song. You're funny. Shout out to Marcus in the spot. Let's take a look at Super Chats. UFO, CEEK, LSS, and Matic. Let's take a look at it. Honestly, none of that stuff will do anything if Bitcoin doesn't move. So just be careful with all that. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Ape3L. We took it for gains. Put in a little bit of a flag. That flag did not play out. Be careful. Why did that flag not play out? You were fighting a high 4 hour. So just remember, when you do put out a flag on the 15 and say, hey, there's a chance this could break out, remember you're fighting a high 4 hour. However, we had this beautiful cup and handle, and we took this for massive gains right here from this initial area of the bounce. 114% gains. Look at that. And even if just the breakout, 60% gains. And I gave this on the live stream. Like, someone asked me to go over Ape. We found the cup and handle. I drew all this, and it was likely to break to the upside because when we were looking at it, the 4 hour was extremely oversold. See? And when you're oversold on the stochastics RSI and you're in a falling wedge and you're at previous resistance and a possible SR flip, and you also had a little bit of divergence on the 1 hour, I believe. Yeah, swing up here, swing down. There's a little bit of hidden bullish. You had a lot of things going for you. You also had an uptrend that was forming, and you weren't breaking the trend. 200-day moving average bouncing through the pattern.
There's a lot of things that I've seen in my lifetime in my trading style that have pointed out that this was going to play to the upside. Shout out to my gains crew. They're the strongest crew in the game, my gains crew. And they're the people who make the gains. They're a person, but they're like a people because they work so hard. You would think they're people, right? But look, we put out GMT. Yeah, we hit that. I still can't believe basic pumped huge. It went up 90%, but, you know, we'll be humble. That was a crazy wick. You know, still candle close at 46, right? But look, ape 3 out. And this is my face because I was on the live stream pointing it out, and this thing would bang to the upside. You see that? Not too far. Ek is a little higher than that point there. All right, so we can't claim all those. Let's adjust. Oh yeah, like right around here is when we started looking at it. But 70% gains. I mean, and it actually, the 1 hour is oversold too. It's trying to do something funny here in a falling wedge with Bitcoin, right? So I delete all my old work. It's like, fine, we nailed it, and it's on to the next move, right? Yesterday's sauce does not make today's spaghetti, baby. I just made that up, but it sounds right? It sounds correct. I mean, yesterday's sauce doesn't make today's spaghetti. We gotta get fresh tomatoes and get it going again, you know? Kind of have this line here that you respected so far with a bounce. And you got that bullish divergence there too on the 15, see? You're swinging up while you're swinging down. Yeah, I'll clean it up. And you can always double click any oscillator you want and make it big and then really clean it up. All right? That's what we want there. That's what we're looking for. So, possible bounce for ape. Ooh, I can't stand with my... Oh, that looks good to me. My hand just slipped. But you know what? Maybe my hand slipped for a reason. I think we got lucky. I'm one of those lucky people that, like, my hand will slip, and my hand will slip, like, on the perfect coin at the right time. Like, that stuff happens to me all the time. I'll be like, oh, I just fell onto the coin, you know? And someone's like, well, is that luck, or are you just doing it so much that eventually these things happen, you know? It's like, hey, a little overbought on the 1 hour. I would be worried about this dumping, and you got some bearish divvy, too. 4 hours probably cooked on you. Yeah, we just fell over it. And there's a chance it could still pump, though. It's crazy. Maybe it kind of like, there's a chance. This thing could still get electric. I'd be careful. You never know. And the fact that I fell on it, you never know. There's something weird going on with me. I'm telling you, I have this weird coincidental life. Like, I got some strange stories that you wouldn't believe. Like, that just don't make any sense. All right, who wants the story today? I got to get the story. We're going to get back into the super chats, but dude, I almost crashed my car today. It was crazy. I basically consider myself a crash. It was a crash. I crashed the car. I'm just lucky that I don't know how I got out of it. I'm so lucky, but I basically crashed the car, in my humble opinion. This is very high risk scalp. This is a scalp I would just take a shot at. It's a very high risk scalp. I want to make that very clear. 15-minute only, you know? Don't try to play anything crazier than that. All right? Yeah, I mean, see, that's just, like, not good. That's bearish div right there on sand, and it goes through the whole entire area. Ooh, sushi didn't look too bad, though. Last time I posted sushi, just like this, it pumped, right? I think I posted it just like that. Bang. And it moved. Flagged on out to the upside. Flags are getting high, though. Like, you know, it's like it's getting a little... That's why it's like the 15 only. Then maybe you make bearish div. Yeah, because you don't have bearish div here yet. This swings up. That's swinging up. But you can make bearish div on the next move. All right? Bitcoin pumps, then these are all going to pump. And it's unexpected. So I would watch Sushi 3. Oh, this is Sushi 3S right now, actually. Sorry about that. Short, 15-minute and the 1 hour do not agree. Yeah, but the 4 hour doesn't agree. It could pump on the 15, but that's... See, those are trades I don't take, even though they could happen. It's like, you know, like this did it. This was in a flag here, and it pumped. It can happen. Is the 4 hour too high, too? 4 hour, actually, see, the 4 hour was flipping on you, but it looked bearish until the last second, and then it flipped up. 1 hour was even high when that happened. See that? 1, 2, you were already getting like, maybe you were halfway up in momentum, though, and then you flagged out. But it's just a high risk trade when you do stuff like that. That's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. You see that? It is a flag, but it's sketch. Anyway, let's take a look at UFO, which had a pump today, if I remember correctly, out of the corner of my eye. Pretty sure I saw it booming and doing some damage. All right. I like what I'm seeing for UFO right now because it's consolidating, and that's a beautiful thing. Shib did one of these recently, and it was so nice. All right. See how nice and easy we swing that measured move around? As if it was made for me. I could do TA sitting in a coffee shop with my hands tied behind my back and blindfolded, and I could pull out more trades than most traders. Straight up that. But I mean, it's like, it's about doing it so much. Eventually you'll get in tune. I'm pulling a fib here all the way to that wick. Yeah, look, 618. That's the golden pocket right there that you were in. You're bouncing now on the 618. Extremely oversold on the 15. Extremely oversold on the 1. 4 hours coming back for more possibly. Let's take a look at your daily. Your daily's spent. So you try to take charge of this, and you're fighting an uphill battle. There's a chance this does make gains, but if it does, you just have to know you're taking a high risk on the daily time frame. And there's a chance like this is what we got too. And we're heading back to the bottom of the pattern. So 2 ideas. So you want to hold this zone. If you hold that, there's a chance you make the pennant and you break out. If not, you're coming down here, possibly bouncing off the 786. And then there's still a chance you boom up. But remember, the daily's not in your favor. You're fighting the daily while you're doing this. Possibly 30% gains could come, but you just have to know that the daily's just, a little overbought. However, I've seen this play out anyway, regardless of the daily. So that's why you got to take your shot. But when you take your shot, you just must know that there's a high likelihood it doesn't play out based on the daily. Like you had an 80%, first you had a 60%, now you have a 40. It lowers your percentages, your chances of this playing out when the daily's very overbought. Okay. So I said, so if you take a shot on this and it doesn't work out, you can't be like, you have to know that you were, but if you wake up tomorrow and you don't take a shot and you see it pump huge, see, the thing is, I've done both. I've not taken the shot and watched it pump huge. I've taken the shot and watched it dump on the daily. And so I tell everyone here, I've taken the shot both times here when the daily was overbought, and I've made it, and I've also gotten slammed. So just know that I'd rather play when the daily's low. That's just a better idea for me, just better odds in general. Okay. Doge is pumping, interesting. Doge pumping. Doge along Mars. It wasn't an inverted head and shoulder. I remember putting Doge in something recently, didn't we? I swear we. So I had something down here. Kind of dipped and dumped though. Ugly. Wow, but Doge is on a bit of a tear after this double bottom it made. Look at that. I mean, 50% for Doge. It's pretty funny. However, I don't buy any of this unless you get above this zone. It's like you have so much consolidation here. So you're going to come up here. You got to get above that and bounce. You know what I'm saying? You must use this for support. If you don't use this for support, it's over, baby. It ain't happening, And this is all fun and dandy, but to me, it's a rising wedge on the daily, and your daily's overbought, right? So Doge can have all the fun it wants. It literally just looks just like Bitcoin, and that's unhealthy. And to me, that's just, someone said they love the highlighter. Let's do it. It makes me feel like I'm doing a little kids class. I love the highlighter. It's and there we have the measured move, everybody, to the upside, Look at that thing dumping. Kava swap just never took off, I guess. Funny, right? DAPX lost support. Had strong support. Wicked up. Okay, UFO looked pretty good to me, but I think we went over pretty nicely, kind of for what it was. Let's take a look at CEEK. I think you want CEEK with a C. It's CEEK VR. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you want CEEK with a C, not with a S. I could be wrong, but let's see. So we talked about it here in this cup and handle. Look, it just dumped when Bitcoin dumped. It double bottomed and broke back above the zone. That's pretty cool. Daily's overbought, but see, this is better than most coins. Why? Because it had a low point. It broke the low point. It boomed up. Now it's overbought on the daily. So I just put an alert here and wait for the daily to reset, right? It's away from the 200-day moving average. Just set up your flag. Like, it's got a flag and come hit the 200, maybe even come back down. Likely to bounce off this area, 222229, right? So I would just wait for the daily to reset, honestly. I'll take up the smaller time frames. You are looking at a flag here. So same thing. Like, this is the same story now. Like, in the market, will move like this. 90% of coins are going to be overbought on the daily. That's something you're going to see, okay? And if you have overbought dailies, you just got to be careful. You could get these scalps. I'm not saying they won't happen, but you got to be wary of them, all right? You want to be looking for the bearish div. If the bearish div is kicked in already, you might be eating your shorts, you know? Yeah, you got bearish div right here, right? Kind of swing up to swing up. Man, that's a sharp swing up. But then they fall down together. It's interesting. Go to your daily, mark your support and resistance lines. You don't have a lot. You got a little bit of a move right there. The good thing is you could gap up. Gap up means you don't have a lot of resistance till right about here at 40 cents. So you could see 100% gain fast out of this with a quick gap. Yeah, your 22-hour, all your bigger time frames are so cooked though. Even your 4 hours pushing down with momentum. Yeah. Funny, your 1 hour says maybe we can make it happen. You have swing up to swing up, you got swing down. You have a little bit of hidden bullish too. I guess, yeah, you'd have to take this line to this line, but if you take this line to this line, which is, I usually don't do it like that. And you do have falling volume with falling price. See, which does represent, and you're touching the 21. And again, I mean, you could get the scalp. There's a chance. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say should be taken as financial advice. I want to make that really clear. I'm just going over my thoughts, my ideas, and using TA and my years of knowledge with technical analysis. I mean, this could break out. You just remember the daily's not in your favor, right? So it's that same idea with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's high on the daily, but Bitcoin might just get the scalp. Now, I am bullish on Bitcoin on the 1 hour. So if I'm bullish on Bitcoin in the 1 hour, I got to be bullish on everything, really, because if Bitcoin pumps, it should take this to the upside. There's a chance this moves, but today, again, I don't like trading on Sunday night into Monday morning. Again, it always seems to be this yes, but not yes. Iffy, but not, but iffy, you know? So this is high. This could pop, but it's definitely high risk due to the daily being overbought. Okay. I'll be looking for some of my other gems for the team too on my own later on. LSS, Matic 3S, and CEEK. Let's take a look at LSS, lossless. And I love lossless as like a project all in all. I think they're a great team. Look at this thing. Look at this little flag we could have nailed. I was traveling today, so I missed a lot of the stuff that I would have seen. You're getting another flag brewing here, though. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. It's got legs, daily. See, it just, everything had its pop. You're looking for the bounces now off the next support region. You're looking where it wants to find support. See? Just like everything else, making a flag, oversold, but just, look, it could get oversold many times. Look at the last time it was really high here. It will get oversold too, but then it'll just kind of, it'll slowly drip, you know? And honestly, like, I wouldn't touch this, and I'll tell you why. You got swing up to swing up here. You get bearish divergence. Like, that's confirmed. The other ones didn't have it like that. You did have a shoulder, a head, and an inverted head and shoulder on the RSI, and you are low on the Stokes with some momentum on the 4 hour. You know, anything could happen. This thing could pop the length. But again, it just doesn't fit my risk management. Okay? Too many, like, mixed signals here. Far away, and, you know, so I leave that alone. All right? Let's take a look at Matic 3S. And I've been talking about this. And, you know, I gave it an inverted head and shoulder. And I was saying I believe this is going to pop. All right? Look. And I went over it. Lo and behold, it's up. Not too shabby. Look, about 17-something%. I would have ended right around there. Would have down a little bit, but then it popped back up. You got the bottoms. Wow, 36.3. Here we are, but up 22%. And I put this on the radar. When Matic had a huge pump like that, I said, man, this is the first thing we should short. when Bitcoin decides to tank on in. And then I saw the inverted and say, hey, there's a chance this does make a move. It's at this next resistance point. You got to see it get above that. And you're overbought on the 1 hour. I'd be careful. On the 4 hour, I'd be wary. I would take my profits on that on 22.6%. You know, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy. I would be getting out of that immediately. Nice move, though. We did look at that. It didn't play out exactly as planned, but it is now. Look, to me, it's an inverted that did break to the upside. All right. Thank you for the super chats. Much respect to you and yours, everybody here. I work at Vineyard Vines. Dion Gang, you work at Vineyard Vines, dude? Where did you? Where? Because there's some all over. Which Vineyard Vines? What location? Because there's one in Chestnut Hill. There's like 2 or 3 in the Vineyard. There's probably one in Falmouth. They're everywhere now. I actually saw one in Florida too. Yeah, they went all over the place. Super chats all hit. Thank you so much, man. Looks like fake news from what I can see about it. Luna 2.0. Yeah, let me know what Vineyard Vines you work at, dude. And if you can give me a discount, let me know. I'll buy some stuff. ADA or Bitcoin, who knows? We have some here in South Carolina. Palmetto Nick, 15-minute. Blessed Auto Group. He just put, Sam, I'm glad you got to spend time with your parents and got back safely. Shout out to Palmetto Nick, man. You're the man, dude. Thank you. Respect to you and yours. Any thoughts on the latest gold article on Cointelegraph? Can you tell me your opinion on Luna 2.0 pump? Anything pumps 20 to 30%, take profit. Shout out to Marcus, man. Smart man. Scallop, please. I actually like that coin, so even though you didn't send it in a super chat, I may go over it. You're lucky, though. I like that coin. And actually intrigues me, you know. Dude, this thing just continues to pump. Like, this is insane. Look at this, dude. I gave you the biggest gainer of the day. Like, it just continued to go up. Look, it made another flag, and then that flag banged on you. Like, how did I pick the best gainer of the day, dude? How? Like, look at this thing. I put this flag here and said there are probably more coming, and that flag did break out. Like I suggested in the 7-minute, watch this flag. And had you entered there, you would have been moneyed up. And then this made another move. This is insane what's going on with this right now. And that's probably going on. Luna must be pumping too. Look, the 7-minute reset, and it's about to bang on. Like, this is messy. But, like, this is like, if you've been through what I've been through, you're like, all right, it's in a flag. It tried to break out of the flag. It broke back into the flag. It's so insane. Measured move. But I gave the best. Like, this is the banger today. Up another 50% after they reset. Doge still doing damage. This is crazy. CEEK. CEEK is actually, look, CEEK's in a flag on the 7. See this? CEEK might just follow along. And if Bitcoin gets that pump, the Asian market starts to get in there, this whole thing could change all night long, baby. We might have to put the music up. Hey, baby, Bitcoin's bumping again. Everybody, come on, we're having a barbecue. Bitcoin barbecue, everybody come on over. Free chicken wings. Gala. I bought millions of Terra Classic for pennies when it dropped to the bottom. Maybe it'll do something someday. Not for trading, just holding. Yikes. Bitcoin or ADA is a tough question. Bitcoin, I'd say maybe get more Bitcoin. Bitcoin or ADA. Cardano, you know, I'm in between on both that too. Orca did almost 400% and I somehow completely missed it this week. It is what it is, man. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't even think about it. I didn't even know about it, so there you go. Is there for free chicken wings? Yes, baby. Anytime, man. Anytime. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I'm going to check the likes now. I haven't checked them in a while. I hope I don't see something I don't like. All right? I hope when I check the likes right now, I'm going to be in a good mood and I'm not going to be upset. All right, 396 likes to 483. All right. That's pretty decent. $22 in super chats, not bad on a Sunday night. But you know, last night, guys, had you beat, they had $90. That crew was firing them off. That crew was hot tamales last night, you know. Map protocol again on the 7-minute, making a bit of a flag here. So you know, and this thing was hot. Remember, it was Map USD and it had a huge pump recently on Coinbase. Maybe it's beginning its next pump again. Map on the 7, possibly 15% gains on just a scalp. 15-minute ready to rock too. I mean, wow. If you just looked at the 15-minute, that thing wants to do damage. 1 hour doesn't, but the 15-minute does, and the RSI is in a falling wedge. Tightness. Very tight. A lot of tightness. Very tight.
It's a good idea to short Luna 2.0. I can't tell you what to do. You do whatever makes you happy. I will never tell you what a good idea is. I will only show you technical analysis and talk about what I see in the charts. Smash those likes. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Okay, so I'll tell you the story today. So, you get on the boat and they put you in this tight spot. And when they put you in a tight spot, the guy closes your rearview mirrors, right? But you sit in the car. I went upstairs. I sat in the boat, and then I got back in the boat and I decided to go get in the car. You got to leave the boat. I forget to put out the rearview mirrors. So I'm driving down the street and I realize neither rear mirror is open. So I roll my window down and I get the first one out. Now my car has this button where it'll stay in the lane perfectly. And I've tested it everywhere. Country roads, all over the place. It drives completely by itself, like autonomously. It tells you to touch the thing and you have to keep your hand there. But with cruise control and this thing on, this thing just does what it does. So I had it doing its thing, right? And I basically leaned over. Second time in my life I've done this and almost died. I leaned over to flip out the rearview mirror. You know what I'm saying? When I leaned over, I didn't realize I was so tight in the seat, and I have big fat man thighs. And when I went out like this, my fat man thighs took the wheel, right? Because my knee's like this, and when my knee went like that, the wheel went left. It went right over the yellow line. I almost went right into somebody. Like, I looked up, I'm going right into a Jeep Cherokee. Like, I grabbed the wheel and freaking pull it, dude. My God, like, my heart's racing. I'm like, man, you just like, I came this close to smashing up my car. Like, oh my God, it would have been horrible. I would have had to tell my wife I smashed the car up. It would have ruined my whole day. I might have missed the live stream because I definitely wouldn't have made home in time. All the paperwork and all the nonsense, like, it would have been horrible. So, possible scalp from map 2 here, but just be careful. It could just fizzle out. Okay. And some bearish divergence here too, which worries me. See that? Yeah, I'd stay away from the bearish divvy. That's like confirmed bearish divergence, Yeah, no, it would have been crazy. Outside with the laptop, that's pretty cool, Wicked Trader. Geez, dude, just pull over and fix the mirror. I know, but I do these things. Yeah, I'm always like trying to do 100 things at once. It's just like, dude, it was close. It was close. It was crazy. It was crazy. Look, we gave you B-Rise here. Yes, it got stopped out and hit the 200. But I did put on your radar in this flag, and then it would go bananas. So, I mean, even if not all my trades play out, because I'm not going to hit 100% of my trades. I hit like 80. I hit a lot of them. But even if not every single trade plays out, I still give you the coins that end up doing damage. You know what I'm saying? I put you in the position, give you the names. If you're new and you never knew what crypto was, you know what B-Rise, you know the hot coins. You know what to be in for the week. You know what's going down. You know what's happening. All right? This thing looks like it may pop. I mean, that's a nice channel there. You can just see how I scan the markets like a bot every day, all day. This could make some gains. 4 hours a little hot sauced. You still have a little momentum on the daily. It's not cooked yet. All right. I like what the 15-minute is. This might give you some gains here. SOV. You SOV. You fucking SOV. I love that. That's great. Freaking SOV. Hey, I drove all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling frisky. I'm feeling frisky. How about a shout out to a new lifer from Asia? Shout out to Bob D and a new lifer all the way from Asia. Shout out to the new lifer from Asia, Bob D, man. Thank you for jumping on in. Let me see if you're there. Yep, 625. You ain't lying, because we're on our way to 630 lifers in the trading group. Wow. 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 How about a shout out to the new lifer, man? Dude, you're the man, dude. I see that you joined. So awesome. Thank you so much for jumping on it. How about a shout out? Yep. Beautiful. Thanks, Emlo. Morning, Sammy. Shout out to Bharat Bhatia, man. I love you, brother. Thank you. Blessed Auto Group lifer. When I was trading based on bullish, bearish divs, I was making good trades. But now that I'm learning the patterns, I'm getting wrecked. How to deal with emotions on this situations. I mean, why didn't you just go back to what was working for you? Why did you fix something that, I don't know. Now I'm trading patterns and I'm getting wrecked. While you're trading patterns with bullish divergence in conjunction, doesn't make sense, man. Something's missing there, Blessed Auto Group. Like, something's missing. Are you putting support and resistance? Are you buying resistance?
See, a lot of people, like, they say they're doing this and that, and then I'm like, are you putting support and resistance in? Like, are you making an Alt-H? And they're like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, oh, okay. Makes sense. Like, so you don't know where the resistance is, you know? Are you using this VPVR, your volume fixed profile, dragging it around and seeing where there's a lot of volume at and where your points of control are, right? If you're not doing these things, then you're not going to understand where a lot of traders are compiling their trades. You're not going to see the large chunks of volume. They're going to make or break your trade, all right? That could be definitely having an effect, all right? There's a chance you're making an inverted here. Just a chance. I'm not guaranteeing anything here. Just something. These are things I'm looking at. It's just the likelihood that some of these play out are high based on the probabilities of what I've seen in my life. No guarantees. And it's high risk too. If this pops, it's going to pop soon. It's tight in the 15-minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, and either that is going to fizzle on out. The phantom short, we talked about this for days, right? Eventually double bottoming. And look, this isn't a giant cup and handle. Does the phantom short make a big move? I would write this down. I would write these things. See, all the things I'm putting out, I would make an Excel spreadsheet and I would write them down. I would take a lot. I would use this time. Also, people don't realize if you go to my live streams from yesterday, there's trades sitting there that haven't played out yet. Free trades. You know, free setups, ideas, all sorts of cool stuff. Look, and if you go to yesterday's live stream and you just check it out, which is right here, and you look at the timestamps, there's so much awesome, there's so much info in here. And there's a trade sitting in here or an idea, something chilling in here that's definitely worth it. And there's a lot we went over every time, so. Look like I got punched in the face. Jesus. Okay, Dow bouncing back up 67. And we'll take a look at Bitcoin. It's holding 21. It's just sideways now. Just sidsway, right? And see, that's not... See, if you get the 50-minute and you just make a flag... See, this is the thing. If the 50-minute doesn't get you out, and then you're going down. See, that's not a good look. See this? Like now you're getting resistance here. And you're almost in a little bear flag here. Just like you flip that upside down and you call that a flag. See, it's a flag the other way. That's why trading is not easy. It's about watching smaller time frames. To me, that's a bearish retest right there that dropped. That could continue. And even if the 1 minute bounces back, what you'll get is a shoulder, a head, and maybe a right shoulder, and then it just still won't even play out. Interesting. That's why I would say, well, you just said you were bullish. I was, but look, the 15 minutes not giving us a lot of movement. See? 15-minute bounce back up, and you're not breaking the high to the left. You need to see the big hump here. See, Stokes were high. Next time they came up, lower high. Next time they come up, lower high. That's a downtrend. See? And the 15-minute is expressed. Look, the 15-minute was an uptrend here. High, higher high, higher high, higher high. Each time the Stokes got up there. But now, the Stokes are up here, and you're making a lower... This is the third time in a row now. If you get a curve, you're making a lower high. All right? And you're not getting above the point of control at 21,150, 21,200. You're getting rejected by the point of control. It's a really good place to short the market, in my humble opinion. However, the 1 hour is just not in our favor yet. I'd like for that 1 hour to bounce back up. Then I would enter the short. So, and again, I don't like to trade Saturday night into Monday morning. I just don't force it. The trades Thursday, Friday, and Saturday were so sweet. And like, you know, GMT3L, and like we just had such a blast. APE3L, and all the different setups went up. Like it was money-making season. The last 4 or 5 days was really, really good in the market. Like I can't explain why, but there was just pumps all over the place. And we had so many different ones that pumped. Like we nailed it, you know? Like this UTC that just continues to rip. I can't believe it. GMT3L is getting extended. Wow, Terra Classic just blasted. And honestly, see, Terra Classic blasted. So you could either play Terra Classic or you played US, or you could have played, Luna Classic or Terra Classic. We got it. Like, so you don't have to be like, I missed the gains for Luna. No, because we gave you Terra Classic in the group and you got more gains. Terra Classic even made more gains than Luna Classic. See? So we actually took this same move, but we got the asset that made the most out of it, which was UTC. See? Same move. You see how that looked just like it? Same move. And honestly, this thing looks like it may pump again. Like, it's looking real bullish on the 7-minute. Like, look at that. That's a flag, and that wants to bust out of the flag. Like, I thought I was at my parents' house again, and I was like, oh, yeah. Wow. That brings you to about 1969. I remember back in 1969. Humming along from 1969. Let's take a look at BNB. Someone super chatted BNB. Last one tonight for BNBBTC. Said it, baby. Shout out to Billy McDonough on the game. CEEK came out brewing pretty good. Let's look at KMA. Calamari. Calamari's looking weird, though. It's like, if it does break out, I don't like to trade these like weird liquidity coins that like, it's just so weird, you know what I'm saying? Strange business, for sure. I want some calamari now. Instead of AVS game, I'm watching you, and I'm live in Denver. The Avs game, and I live in Denver, man. Oh, man, you'll get there, though. Yo, what's up, my man? Shout out to CryptoLifer. Shout out to Mike Crypto King. Michiana Crypto King. Thanks for so much detail. I love and care you show us like no other. I enjoy watching you every day. Shout out to Daniel Perez, man. That's awesome. I love that people respect me. See, I just want the respect and love from people. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the clout. I just want the respect and love, man. That's all I ever wanted. And I know if I give people my hard-earned work and I point out what I know, people know that I'm giving you guys exactly what I see, and it's no BS. So thank you, man. Much respect to you and yours. I'm also for going Avs vs. Lightning, but I'm pro TB. LL. You're funny, Bartholomew. You're funny, man. After whatever happened with me, bro, still holding strong, getting some gains, bro. Thanks to the group, bro. You know what I'm talking about. Thanks a ton, Sammy. Shout out to Bharat Bhatia, man. Much respect, man. I hope you're doing well. I love you, man. Group, we got you, man. Just stick with the group and stick with good people. They're going to show you the way, and you're going to find your way, all right? You need good people to help you find the way, all right? It doesn't happen on its own. Shout out to 444 likes on the live. That's unbelievable. 444. The 444 horsemen taking the live. Calamari is setting up for a move, getting very tight. I agree with you. Take a look at the 4 Chawa. 4 Chawa might want to make a bit of a movie. Interesting. It is getting tight. Calamari. Calamari. KMA. And again, if you don't have time, say you're working a night shift, say you're doing something, say you're watching, say you're at the game right now. You're not going to sit here and watch this. But we're going to post these for you so you have access to them. If you don't have a KuCoin, please open up a KuCoin immediately. Link is in the description of every single one of my videos right here. Please, please. By golly gee, oh my, it does help out my channel. But honestly, open up a KuCoin today. It helps out my channel, but it's where I do 90% of my trading. So if you want to get paid, if you like, that's where the money is. Sitting at my desk going through my OSHA 30-hour certification, listening to the lifer, which makes all mundane tasks tolerable. Thank you. Hey, man, do your OSHA 30 hours, man. Get it done. You are a very genuine Sam. That's why good fortune always finds you. Shout out to Abdominal Rain Man Spaghetti Ragnetti, man, my dude. It seems to follow me, man. There wasn't always a time. It wasn't always that well. It wasn't always perfect, you know. But I always believed that it was going to happen, man. I always believed. I always had faith. I always had faith. Always had faith. Seriously, I always had faith that God was going to shine upon me and that the great things were happening. I just couldn't see them yet. But I had faith that things were going to happen and amazing things were going to come my way, man. You know, took me 40 years, but I finally figured a little something out of this life. I really did. Like, I found what I love to do. I found my true purpose, which I know maybe it takes people earlier than this, but it took me to 40 years old to find my true purpose. My true purpose is to teach and to help others. Like, and to if I can make a business out of that and charge an honorable rate, then that's what I did. And honestly, it became an amazing life. And I'm going to continue to love, learn, and grow with each and every one of you. And we're going to break down barriers and doors and, you know, LIFER University for life, baby. LIFER University for life, man. SOS looks like it could do some damage. Getting low in the 4 hour, I like that. Getting low in the 1 hour, I like that. Getting low in the 15 minute, I like that. SOS, you might see it do some damage. Daily is not in your favor is the only thing I don't like about it. All right. A little bit of bearish div there too as well. So there's a chance it dumps and it's not going to go above the zone. There's a chance it's doing this here and it doesn't break above. So high risk, high reward. Okay. Tonight is a high risk night. Okay. I like that. Yeah. You use KuCoin for trading. Yes, I do, baby. All the time. Every single day. KuCoin. And look, I'll pin that message. Join KuCoin today with my referral link. I would greatly appreciate it. I do get a slight commission. Okay. Do you have hate on Dogecoin? No, I don't hate Dogecoin. There's no reason to do that. I don't hate it. Life is too short to, you know, one time I was at a Chinese restaurant, of course. I was eating Chinese food. Not of course, but you know, the story. I had a fortune cookie. I opened up the fortune cookie and I was looking at it. I was like, oh, this is a good fortune cookie. I always eat like the corner first. Then I kind of open it. Crumbled in my hand. That one was a little dry. Anyway, I took out the thing. I looked at those numbers. You know, I flipped it around and it said, life is too short to hate anything. And I thought for a minute and I said, that is going in my wallet. All right. And of course it fell out at one point. It got all small. You can't keep them forever. It doesn't work like that. But, you know, I remembered it and I'm telling you the story now. So just remember, I love you. And life is too short to hate anything. Okay. Doing damage mugs for everybody, baby. Doing damage mugs for everybody. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Missed it. I'll look back. Thanks. Shout out to S. Castro, my man. Respect, brother. What's your thoughts on FEMEX? I don't know. I don't trade it. The last fortune cookie I got said Algorand. Yeah, I hope it did. You're funny, man. There is something that deserves hating, 100%. Lifer is the best. Shout out to Money D. No, you're the best, dude. You're the best. So SOS, man. SOS. And honestly, I would almost like not go hard trading tonight. Most volatile, okay? And that means up and down. Up and down price action. I'm just writing this to the trading group right now. Oh, it's getting late. 10:09. Super chats, BNB. Anthony C. I've been there and done that, bro. Got my OSHA 1030, 10.5, 10.5.1 plus 100 hours of MSSA. David Kendall, my man. My Aggo bag's growing. I wonder how much Aggo needed to make some life-changing gains over the next 2-3 years. Shout out to Chemistry Bro, man. Hey, man, my lifers are smart because I'm a big algo guy, and I've been an algo guy. Created zero fault tolerance, didn't he? I mean, he was like, the dude is one of the smartest people in the game, you know. Matic fighting bullish rectangle support on the 15-minute reverse. I don't know. Missed it. I'll look back. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know what he missed, though. You use KuCoin for trading. Yeah. We covered CEEK. Yeah, we did go over CEEK. Yeah, I did the 10 about halfway on my 30 now. Anthony C. God's Coin. Shout out to you, Lifer. Shout out to S. Castro. The algo creator is a computing and cryptography god. Yeah, he really is. I don't want to say the word god. He's a genius. Matic fighting bullish rectangle support on the 15. You see, do that one more time, Bless Auto Group, then I'm going to remove it. I read it twice, man. All right. Good night, Sam. I'll go first. Hope to learn a lot on Tuesday. Hey, man. Have a good night, my friend. Have a good night. Remember Strong? BMON had a nice little pump, and now it's flagging out for some gains. 1 hour actually is trying to do some more damage, which is interesting, considering it's in a rising wedge. wow, I mean, this could pump tonight. Is the 4-hour overbought? That's what you're probably, no. Daily's a little high on you, though. Funny, man, it's the case for everything tonight. You're in this iffy mood. You got a lot of flags, but at the same time, like, Bitcoin's playing games. And it's a regular Sunday night into Monday, everyone. And honestly, if you took Sunday night into Monday, I think a lot of times, look, Unbound. We talked about Unbound, and Unbound would bang on you for massive gains. Look at that. Unreal. That's crazy. I don't even think we took credit for that yet. Unbound, UNB. When did we put out UNB? Let's take a look here. It says we never did. That's a shame because I have it all written out. So look at this. This is crazy, but so I do the alert system in my group. So look, I set multiple alerts for Unbound, and I'm like, it's probably gonna come here in this area before it pounces. It had the hidden bullish. It looked beautiful, and so I'm setting you up. I'm telling you, this is what you should be doing, and not this is what I would be doing if I was a trader. These are highly likely ideas, right? So look. I set alerts. I put alert on the blue line. I put alert on this line. I put alert on that line. And I even put alerts down in there. And then you can see what happened to Unbound. This is where I put my alerts right here. Let's zoom in to see what went on. And so it would actually break out. Never really bounce, but my alert would hit there. It would hit my blue line, but this thing would just do parabolic moves. So I would put on your radar right before it would break out. Right before it would break out. And it would go up massively. I mean, 90% gains. Unbound. No one even knows what this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody even knows what this is. Like, go find me another trade group that put this out. Unbound. Like, come on, man. Like, and look, it's getting tight again, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does some more damage just based on what it's doing. Tight moving averages, and you got the 200-day moving average moving through the bottom of the pattern. The 1 hour doesn't look perfect for you. 4 hour has momentum. 15-minute wants to make a bit of a move here, and it's in a flag too, like a little flag here. Even just a little scalp looks like it could be happening for Unbound. 13% gains possible for Unbound on the radar. Super chat BNB. Let's take a look at BNB USDT here on Binance or KuCoin. And hold it. Well, that's a giant M right there. And M's break to the downside. And that's it. If you have an M and M's going to break down, measured move of this M is $224, so it looks like you may have a dump coming. All right. Yeah, 4 hours not overbought though, but that's a textbook M. Look at it. I mean, it's like it says "Good night, Irene." You know, interesting. Now you're just gonna trade it like a flag and deny that it happened. It's possible, and we could go parabolic out of this. Bitcoin was trying to break out of this. See, Bitcoin was doing the same thing. This broke out more than Bitcoin did. You see? Interesting. It got a little bit of a leg up on Bitcoin. If you look at the patterns, right? There was a shoulder, head and shoulder. Bitcoin, then it broke out, retested. Then it retested this area, 229, bounced again. It's getting oversold in the 4 hour. I wouldn't be surprised if it pumps. But that M is scary. So if you see, 18% gains out of BNB, the measured move would take you to this next resistance point at 275. Which is your same, that's where you had, resistance, and that's where you would probably stall out in price action. You could also, you see it, you're in this bigger channel here, see? Okay. Waves is pumping stochastic to the top, maybe time to short. Party plugin. Waves, man. Someone asked me about Waves yesterday and I forgot. Bitcoin is mining all unions now. DK is mining. Bitcoin ETH forming an M on the 5-minute. With 5-minute and the 15-minute overbought on the Stokes. Yeah, I mean, and it really can't break that point of control, 4 hours trying to pump on you. Funny though, you got that divergence. The 1 hour is trying to find its way out. This ain't that bad. 15-minute could come on and just bounce here. I see the M you're saying, but there, look, it's a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. It's an inverted head and shoulder, man. See it? Shoulder, head, and a shoulder. That could break you back up. A lot of indecision. It's Sunday night into Monday, man. I'm telling you, you're going to see this almost every weekend. They're going to play with you. They're going to play games. All right? Let's look at ES1, which is E-mini futures. You want to see what the S&P is doing. All right? And honestly, the S&P is overbought on the 4-hour. Okay? But the S&P did break out of its inverted head and shoulder. The Bitcoin did not. But the S&P did. The measured move for the S&P was right here. Look, I took this length of from there to there was the length, and then I swung that to the neckline. And like we called this. We called the cup and handle too, and even the cup and handle brought you there. We called this, like this reversal for the S&P. Now it's high in the 4-hour, and it's getting rejected by 4,000. You got it. This has to make a flag and stay on a flag. So the S&P stays in a flag. Bitcoin will remain bullish and continue to the upside, and then we'll have another measured move for the S&P. We could break down and bounce off the neckline of the inverted. I've seen that many times, but you got a overbought RSI, which led this big move. See? And you got an overbought SRSI. So that's going to have to reset. And so is this RSI. And you'd like this to go sideways or bounce. Okay? But so far, we did dig our way out of a hole. E-mini futures look okay. Daily has momentum, suggesting there's more room, which could bend and put pressure on Bitcoin's daily. The 1-hour wants to push to the upside, so it says when we wake up tomorrow, there could be some more movement. 15-minute. 4 hours overbought, though. So it tells you like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we should see a reversal or sideways action for the S&P, which would be the same for Bitcoin, you know. Interesting. I mean, right now, as long as Bitcoin stays above 21K, it can remain bullish, in my humble opinion. Not the best sign, but, you know, it's just like, you start to see it break down, the measured move would be 20,500, and we'll go from there. And that will be a very breakout of the rising wedge, and then you can say the rising wedge is broken, you know. Talked about R breaking out. It did. Look at this. This is the initial entry right there for R. It was put up this morning. 6%, not huge, but it would go up and not lose money. Look at that R. Trying to make an M now, coming back down, struggling on this area. Do you want to maybe like say it's in this? Still in a cup and handle, could break to the upside. Interesting. But it made 6.5% gains. Gens was a hot coin, did damage here and there. It's in a bit of a flag here. You can put it like that. Gens, 1 hour is oversold. I'd watch Gens for possible gains. Oversold on multiple time frames. It looks very nice compared to most other coins. So Gens catches my radar. You know, just putting it out there. I could be 100% wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Just show up every day and see what you like. If you like it, then you'll be here. If you're not, then it is what it is. Shout out to the 625 likers. 29,600 subs, man. On our way to 30K, baby, and strong. Artavan, I am exhausted, everybody. I'm out for the day. So Super chat is for BNB on the daily. Super chat, BNBBTC on the daily. That's a double top there. I mean, it's overbought on the daily, man. It's cooked. Says it's going to come back down at least to the bottom of the channel. But eventually, I mean, BNB will beat up on Bitcoin. It always has, and it always will. That looks really nice. Just not ready yet. Alert down here on the daily. I like how you're setting us up, though, for a bigger move. I'll put an alert here, and I'll put an alert on the trend line. Thank you for that. All right. And would you look at that? And that's a possible big move coming in like a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, that takes time. Man, you guys don't... It looks like Bitcoin's rolling over, man. Who said that? Who said that? Crypto Donut? Cryptonut? That's funny, Cryptonut. I like how you did that. Excellent lifer. Muchas gracias. VeChain ETH recovering nicely as well. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I'm going to go hang out with spider monkeys and, you know. Do the Owen Wilson, you know. Yeah, 50-minute is trying to roll over, though. 100% right. I just think, though, the 50-minute could just do this. Come down here to the bottom of the pattern. You'll see it could come in here and then continue to roll. This is your measured move, everyone. 20,500 if you decide to dump. So don't be surprised you wake up down here. 1 hour says no way, though. 4 hour also says no way. So it's not, those aren't places. Shorts aren't. It's not the best place to open a short, in my humble opinion. Anything could happen. I'd look for a bounce off of 20,800, 750 one more time. Like I said, usually they bring you down before they bring you up one more time. You know, this is a falling wedge. 68% chance it breaks to the upside. Okay, I'd watch this on the 15-minute. Make sure it doesn't go any lower than 20,800, 20,750. Right. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications, so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next live stream. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. ready to go with a daily stream, ready to knock your socks off, ready to box you. Not box you, but, you know, ready to give you all the TA you need to keep you going. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. We did it again. Look at the little halo above my head. Whoa, we did it again. We had a wonderful live stream, each and every one of us. I'm back in the home studio. Sorry for my lateness today. I was rushing around, but I got it in there. I was 5 to 10 minutes late, and you wouldn't believe it. I almost got in a car accident, and so many other things happened today. Luckily, I even was alive to make it through. But thank you, each and every one of you, for being alive. I'm blessed. You're all part of my life. God placed you all here at the right moment, at the right time to spend this time with me, and I'm so blessed that we got to do it like we do every single day. Show number 518 without a day off, and we continue crushing it. I have to bring equipment with me. I have to build things at the speed of light. I have to run around, but you know what? I wouldn't change it for the world. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great night. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, no matter where you are in the world. Crypto is life.